Don't do it the old way, do it the new way.
Today's Community Spotlight is brought to you by NuWay Restoration and Cleaning. Hi everybody, this is Dave Stevens with NuWay Restoration and Cleaning. I am the marketing manager and the business development rep for NuWay. Today, I am here with
Thomas Vose. I'm the director at the Ruth Enlow Library of Garrett County.
Thomas. Thank you so much for coming here to the studio this morning. I really appreciate that.
Well, I appreciate getting the chance to come out and talk. Thank you.
Absolutely. So, Thomas, you came here for the community spotlight today, which is awesome. I usually film them on the site or at one of the libraries, which we'll probably play some footage of that later.
Great.
But I'm glad that you came to sit down. This is the first community spotlight I've done from the podcast room. So.
Oh, how nice. Well, it's a very nice setup, and you guys should be real proud of what you do out here at NuWay.
Thank you, sir.
Just a quick plug. When we had our recent issue with our roof, we had some flooding problems, and NuWay did come out and did a wonderful job cleaning things up and getting the library back in operation quickly, and I do appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. Yep, we appreciate you. So tell me a little bit about what's going on for the libraries right now. You work for all of the Ruth Enlow libraries. What do you do in a day?
Sure. Well, there's 5 branches. There's the main library in Oakland. There's Grantsville, Friendsville, which is getting a new building here hopefully in the near future, Kitzmiller, and Accident. In a day, it goes all over the place. The thing about the library is there's a ton of stuff going on, a lot more than a lot of folks realize. You think library, you think books, and we got plenty of those. And it's more
quiet spaces.
Nice quiet spaces. We have that too. And it's more important than ever, I think, that we get folks reading and slowing down and appreciating humanity and the connections that communities have with the people inside them. Because, in a world where things are moving so much faster, you don't take the time as much to slow down and think and appreciate things like art, literature, other people. I feel like that's something that we're able to help provide for folks. Not just the space, not just the books, but we also have so many other things.
Sure. What are those other things,
Sure.
sir?
We got, I'm sure a lot of folks know already that we have audiobooks and movies, certainly.
Okay.
But
I didn't know you had audiobooks.
we do have audiobooks.
That's pretty cool.
In fact, we have eBooks as well through our website. You can download eBooks through our Overdrive app, our Hoopla app. Blackstone gives you e-audiobooks, and there's comics through Comics Plus.
Wow.
There's a lot of stuff that you can download through our website using your library card.
I'm going to have to check that out. I'm actually a pretty big comic book fan myself.
Sweet. Check out Comics Plus.
Love Batman, Superman, Marvel, DC.
Nice.
It's all awesome. So
Yeah, and everything, of course, is free because everything the library does is free because we're here to develop the community. We're here to provide we're here um, to take the resources the community trusts us with and make it available to everybody else as best we can. So that's something we're very proud of. So not just that, we've got board games. You can check them out.
board games.
Yeah, we got video games. You can check those out.
You have video games now?
We do. Yes, we have games for the Switch and the Switch 2.
What?
Yeah, in fact,
That's
we've
so
got
cool.
3 Switch 2s at our libraries. One's at Accident, one's at Grantsville, and one's at the main library.
I'm kidding.
You can come on in and play them.
Wow.
The main library also has a virtual reality headset that you can use to try and explore Google Earth. You can play Flight Simulator in VR. There's several other programs you can run in VR, and a lot of folks haven't had the opportunity to try that.
You are just blowing my mind with this information, sir, because I remember going to the Oakland Ruth Enlow Library whenever I was a kid, and it was a lot of carpets and books, and they have the little corner with the puppet stage.
Still got all that.
Yeah, it's
And that puppet stage, we have a little puppet theater thing for the kids, and they love it. And that makes me happy to see.
Absolutely. I loved going there as a kid, and I remember when there was dinosaur computers there.
We still have AWE computers at a couple of our locations for the kids. These they're special computers set up with kids games that are big educational sorts of things.
Sure.
We have those. We have computers for public access as well as printing. Printings, and people come in and print all the time. It's popular.
Absolutely.
It's a needed service, and we're glad to provide it. We have hotspots available you can check out for Wi-Fi at home. We have a digitization lab, a memory lab we just added. That's a new addition of the library.
What is that?
So you can come in and you can bring your old VHS tapes or your old film or your slides. And we have the technology where you can scan them yourself and digitize them into digital files.
Are you talking about old film on a camera?
Yeah. You can bring in your old camcorder, hook it in, and scan that stuff into a digital file that you can then, back up.
Wow.
Yeah. And we wanted to make that available. We have a Cricut machine that people can come in and use to make their own stickers.
We used it for this logo right here.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cricut machines are great, and we
They
have
are.
one that you can, again, come in use. You can, if you bring your own materials, you can use it for free. If you don't, we have materials. We charge a token fee. We're not there to make money. We're there to recoup the costs because it's a community service.
Right.
Same with our 3D printer.
You have a 3D printer?
We have 3D printers
Man.
at a couple of our locations, and patrons can come in and print things up, and we will help you with the process. And again, we charge to recover the costs because we have to be responsible.
Absolutely.
But the point isn't to make money. The point is to deliver a service to the community. So
This is incredible. I had no idea. Even now, I mean, I go in there sometimes. I've been in there marketing. I've been in there with my little cousin. She loves going in there and reading books.
wonderful.
But I've not understood the full capacity that you guys are running at now. This is incredible. What a
there's more.
fantastic resource for families and
Well, I appreciate
It's
it.
great.
But there's more. I mean, at other locations, the main library doesn't have them, but we do have fishing poles. We have fishing poles available for checkout at Friendsville and Grantsville because there's a pond right in front of Grantsville and there's a river right next to Friendsville. And you can come in, check those out, go fishing. We have gardening tools you can check out at Accident. It's getting to be that season after all.
Yeah, it is.
We have pickleball sets available at several of the libraries that have pickleball courts next to them. And so you can come in and check those out, go play a game.
Wow.
Yeah. And
It's not all about reading anymore. This is more about life enrichment.
it is about life enrichment. That's a really good way to put it. In fact, that's a real good way to put it. But reading does enrich your life too, and that's still very
Absolutely.
fundamental to what we do because I've been giving a lot of talks lately about why it's important for parents to read to kids and why it's important to keep reading throughout your life, and it still stays true that reading is fundamental in education. If a kid
Sure.
doesn't develop that love of reading, and they fall behind.
Yep.
And they keep falling behind
Absolutely.
because the skills don't build, and they keep falling more and more behind. And if you don't know how to read in school, you can't do math, you can't do science, you can't do anything else.
Yes.
And so you get
Absolutely.
more and more frustrated. And if you look at the statistics, you see that a lot of the majority of kids in trouble with the law have poor reading skills. The majority
Sure.
of people incarcerated have poor reading skills. Being able to read, knowing that you can do this, knowing that you can build up your mind, you can develop on the skills you have because you can read, gives you hope for the future.
Absolutely.
So,
What a beautiful way to put that, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there any upcoming events that the library may have?
Yeah, we got a lot of events coming up, that's for
Okay.
sure. I got to refer to my calendar here because I can't always keep them straight. One thing that we did yesterday, and that we do recurring every month typically, is we do have Lawyer in the Library.
Lawyer in the library.
Yes, because
Sounds very serious.
well, we're very happy to be able to do this because librarians, we are very good at finding out information, but we're not qualified to give legal advice.
Sure.
But sometimes we can talk to people who are, and so we
Right.
bring in a lawyer, and he comes in and gives civil legal advice, for free.
A free public service.
Yes, exactly,
That
and we're
is
glad to be able to do that.
Wonderful.
Yeah. We have our story times, of course. Those happen every week at all of our locations. We have all sorts of fun things like crochet clubs and needlework groups. We have Mahjong that meets at the Grantsville Library. We have a Culinary Connections cookbook club that meets in Friendsville. And the idea is this is a book club, but the books are cookbooks. And so there's a theme.
Are you
Like,
saying that there's food involved?
yes. There's a theme, and so sometimes it's like things like what have we done in the past? Things you eat with chopsticks, or bacon, or
Yeah.
tailgating food, and so the people who participate check out a cookbook. They make something out of it, and then they bring it in, and they have a potluck based on it, and so everybody gets
Wow.
to enjoy food from each other, and so
Wow.
that's a lot of fun.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. We're doing a shred day coming up. Thanks to Sunrise Shred, they're going to come out, and people can come on April 25th, and they can bring in their boxes of stuff to shred right after tax season ends, and we'll take it, throw it away for you, and that's a free service we're able to offer.
Wow.
We're also able to offer a free notary service. We have a couple of notaries on staff at the main library. We do Dungeons and Dragons every
You
month.
hold a D&D club?
We do hold a D&D club every month, and
What?
it gets a lot of folks, and that's something it's fun to do.
In
And
a local library.
yeah, well, think
Come
about
play
it.
Dungeons and Dragons. I never thought I would see the day.
But the fun thing about it too is it's a natural fit. If you think about it, it's paper, it's
It
pencils,
really
and it's
is.
books.
It really is.
That's all it is.
It
So,
really is. It's
um,
beautiful.
yeah. What else we got going on? We have our National Library Week is coming up in April. We're going to be having a really cool talk about Edgar Allan Poe. We're having a specialist come out from the State Library Resource Center in Baltimore, who's going to come out and talk about all the cool actual Edgar Allan Poe stuff that they have in their collection. We've got a retro gaming challenge coming up in May as well. That's going to be May 23rd at 1 o'clock. And that it's a kind of a secret. So the way it works, the way we did it last time and the way it's going to work this time is we pick 3 retro video games from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. And we have people compete in them. But you don't know what the games are until the day of. So that'll be a surprise.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I'll tell you though that last time we did Warlords for the arcade, which is an Atari game. We did Street Fighter 2, and we did Donkey Kong Score Chase.
Oh man, I would have crushed it on Donkey Kong. My constituent out there you met previously, Jim, he's real big in Street Fighter, so
Yeah, this is original Street Fighter 2.
that's awesome.
Yeah, but that's the sort of thing we'll be doing. Not those. We already did those. But, so yeah.
Unless,
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
unless.
Yeah, if there's a lot of demand, we could do our own Street Fighter tournament. We've done Smash Brothers tournaments in the past
That's awesome. On the Switch?
on the Switch.
Sweet.
We've also got our summer reading club coming up. That's going to take place all throughout the summer. We've got a whole series of events planned, and that's our big effort every year. And we get hundreds of kids signing up for this, and we're real proud of that one.
Absolutely, as you should be.
Yeah, it keeps them going throughout the summer. Making sure that they, all the stuff that they learned over the school year doesn't fade away.
Right.
So
yeah. I've always kind of seen the library as a summertime activity. Believe it or not.
It's our busy time of year. That's
the weather, when the weather picks up, you want to. I don't know. There's just something so seasonally appropriate.
There we go.
But also nostalgic.
Nostalgia. Okay, I like that.
That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about nostalgia lately and how bringing forth the best of the past to make the present that much better.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
But yeah, and there's always new interesting ideas that we do all the time. We've had tea parties, we've had animal events, we've had magic shows, we've had so many things that we've done. We do trivia, we've done adult spelling bees. We're going to do a battle of the books.
Adult spelling bees?
Yeah, we did one fairly recently. We're going to do a battle of the books for middle grade kids here tomorrow, actually, in Frostburg. It's we're tying in with the schools for Allegheny schools and Garrett County schools.
Good.
And the kids are going to answer trivia questions about lists of books. So, yeah, and we're hoping to make that a recurring annual thing.
Absolutely. So, Thomas, what else do you have up and coming for the public libraries?
Well, we've got a lot of great things on our website, actually, that a lot of folks don't know about that you can access through your library card. For instance, we have a thing called BrainFuse. It's an online tutoring resource where kids of any age and even up to adults in college can get tutoring services, tutoring assistance with a live person. No matter what the grade level, no matter what the subject, you can get a free tutor to help you out.
Really?
And so that's something I always like to when I do class talks. I'll say, well, now you don't have an excuse to get bad grades. You
Absolutely.
can always get a tutor. Yeah. So there's that. We have Mango Languages. For those of you who like learning new languages, we have a free resource through your library called Mango, where you can learn any of like 70 languages. And there's a lot of stuff. If you want to learn Pashto, you totally can. You want to learn Biblical Hebrew or Aramaic, you totally can. You want to learn Latin,
Wow.
great. But it's also got, of course, Spanish, English, English second language, Japanese, Chinese, anything you want to learn, you can learn.
Wow.
So there's that.
Another incredible resource.
Yeah, and then we have all sorts of great databases for doing research. If I'm sure you've probably noticed that Google has kind of gotten a little worse lately, and so
Yeah.
if you want to learn about a place where you can find good resources for if you're doing research, we can hook you up with those where it's trustworthy and good information.
Sure.
Because that's what libraries are all about, is helping you find the good information, not just the first one.
Absolutely.
We have a lot of good material on local history and a lot of good material on genealogy. For instance, you can get access to Ancestry.com through your library's website.
Really?
Oh yeah, and you can learn all about your family, and it's fun tracking down your ancestors and seeing what they were up to, where you came from, and all that. You can do that through the library.
Now, is that all local history?
So the Ancestry website goes into massive detail across a whole bunch of resources. So that's not just local, but local stuff, we got a lot of that. We've been working very hard with our local partners, including the Garrett County Republican, including the Historical Society, including the Deep Creek Lake folks, to digitize as many resources as we can.
Sure.
And make them available and searchable for folks like you and for anybody who wants them. So we have back issues from the Garrett County Republican going back to the 19th century through our website that you can, again, search. We have all the back issues of the Glade Star. We have all of the yearbooks from Northern and Southern that I could find. We're missing like 2. So yeah, you can go
from
back
the very beginning.
from the very beginning, back when the Northern Southern split happened, and they consolidated into those 2 schools back in the 50s. Yeah, we have all the yearbooks scanned up and ready to go for you.
Wow. That's really awesome, actually.
Yeah, and we're working to digitize.
What are those 2 books, by the way? Do you know off the top of your head?
I think one's like 2003 and one's like 1998.
98 and 2003.
Yeah, if you guys
Get a
have
hold
those,
of Mr. Vose.
please do. We would love to fill those gaps. And what else we got? We've got.
Did I say your last name right?
Yeah, that's right.
Great.
And then we've got the vacation guides. We've been working with the chamber to digitize up the vacation guides.
Yeah.
And so make those available for people wanting to do
Like
research.
Old Rayleigh's and TaylorMade.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And one thing we'd like to do down the line is the Lakefront magazine. We might be able to digitize that up. We just got to, that's one of those things where we got to find the funding, but we'll find it eventually.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. But we're very interested because, again, libraries are here to help preserve your history.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So another couple of fun statistics about libraries that a lot of people didn't know. Did you know there are more libraries in this country than there are McDonald's?
No.
Yeah.
No, I did not.
Yeah, and that is absolutely the case. Or Starbucks. There are more public libraries in the U.S. than there are Starbucks. Americans go to libraries twice as much as they go to the movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with everything you guys have now, I'm considering getting a public library card again.
And there are more people going annually to public library events than go to MLB or NBA games combined.
Wow.
Yeah. And another thing libraries do that a lot of folks don't realize, public libraries and school libraries too, they teach information literacy, which is more important than ever, Sure, there's plenty of information out there, but how do you know what's the good stuff? How do you find the good stuff? How do you know when people are trying to scam you?
Right. Sure.
And who teaches that but the library?
Right.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Thomas, thank you so much again for coming on the show.
Well, I really appreciate it. Thank you for the opportunity.
I love doing community spotlights with people within our community and just getting to know people. I think that's quintessential. Just being friendly with your neighbor. Mm-hmm.
That is very, very important, and more important than ever, especially in a world where it feels like things are kind of, people kind of drift apart from each other, and they kind of substitute the online world from the real world. And
absolutely,
libraries are about the real world.
Yes. So yes, they are. Thank you again for coming on. This has been another Community Spotlight, guys. Please, 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 if you haven't already, go get you a library card, okay? Please use this free and excellent public resource, okay?
There for
Let's
you.
continue to support local business, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
Don't do it the old way, do it the new way.
Today's Community Spotlight is brought to you by NuWay Restoration Cleaning.